I guess, how do you answer critics who say that you have done nothing but hurt the credibility, again, of the X Division guys?
I don't see how I did. I'd never beat anybody straight up. I cheated. I came in and beat them up after they lost matches.
Right.
It's the perception is this.
People don't understand the business, number one.
Yeah, but it's just like, okay, why does it work? It works because you actually fucking kind of hate me. I'm a big bully.
Right.
You know, I come across like that. So guess what? Then it's time for me to give it back. You know, and I could have worked. I could have worked super strong with those guys and not given them anything.
Right.
You know, I mean, I tried to give them something to show that they were more athletic than I was. But I just couldn't give them the match that I could have 5 years ago. So that was where, you know, I should have just grounded them. I should have pounded them and grounded them. I should have just beat the fuck out of all of them. You know, I should have just done that. Went through them. Because honestly, this is what I tell people. Okay, it's a shoot. Which one of those guys kicks my ass? None.
Right.
None. I hit one of those guys with one shot. What are they going to do?
It's true.
So what are we talking about? I kill the credibility? How do I kill the credibility of it?
I see your
There's a
point.
reason why nobody knows who the fuck Ring of Honor is.
You can go into that.
You know, there's a reason nobody knows who it is. Who are they? I don't know who they are. I know there's half of our guys, but I only know our guys because our guys are on TV. I don't know who those guys are. But you know what? When I watch Alex Shelley and like Sanjay do that cool chain wrestling shit that they do,
Right.
I think that's amazing.
I was going to ask you, what are your thoughts on some of the guys, you know?
I think those guys are amazing. I'm such a fan of those guys, of Alex and of Saban and Sanjay and Jay, but I think that what you have to do is, you know, there's a reason why people don't go to Iowa State and watch. I mean,
Right.
They'll watch it there in Iowa, but you put that on national TV, ain't nobody gonna watch it. You can't even get people to watch fucking hockey on TV.
Going back to the X Division guys, like you just mentioned all those guys' names, do you feel that they need to learn more psychology and
I think
less
so.
spot, and tell a story more in the ring?
But I think they're learning.
Right.
I
I,
think
was going
that-
to ask you, are you helping these guys?
I point out little tiny things like, you know, somewhere in that match you've got to do a double down.
Right.
You know, just a double down, crawl over, 1-2, kick out. Just occasionally, but if nothing, you can't get kicked in the. I mean, but at the same time, they're not given enough time to do it.
That's yeah.
When Saban worked with Sensei in Detroit with the Cruiser, they had a great match. You know, they had a really good match because they had 22 minutes to tell a story where they could sell. We got an hour TV and 900 guys on it. It looks like a fucking swarm of bees half the time.
What do you think is going to happen when you guys get the second hour?
I think it's going to vastly improve our show.
Good.
I think that our talent is really, really good. Our young talent's incredibly. I mean, there's some really and the guys. Some of the guys. I mean, I think Shelley's a breakthrough guy. You know, he gets it. He gets the shtick. He can work. He can work 3 or 4 different styles.
What are your thoughts on Joe? Small Joe.
He's like, I like Joe because he's like so uniquely different. You know, he's not the big. You know, for a while there, every guy, I call it the Ohio Valley Express.
Cookie cutter look.
Yeah, the bodybuilding, just big gassed up guy with he's tatted from head to toe.
Right.
I mean, that's every guy that was in that, whatever that was.
Yeah.
That was
OVW.
OVW, right? Yeah, everybody was just this big tatted up bodybuilder, and it was just like every guy that came in, you know, had these horrible prison tattoos all over, and I was just like, God, you know, Uncle. And then I saw Joe, and I was just like, okay, now there's a completely, and his work's believable,
Definitely.
you know, and he's a sweetheart. He's a great guy.